Hi, Pernille here. I have another project to share with you. This time I've made a mini album, which turned out to be not so mini. I wanted to challenge myself to make an album that my kids would really enjoy looking in, and also use a style of papers that I normally wouldn't choose. So I picked out the Mother Goose paper pad from G45. I've never used papers from G45 before, but I quite liked it. I used both the 8x8 and the 12x12 paper pad to make this album, and I used a lot of papers. I have only scraps left, and I only have a few full sheets, and the rest is just scraps. The album turned out to be really, really big. As you can see, it's really big. The spine is 4 inches, and the front cover is 9 inches by about 8 inches. I wanted to make an album that I can fit a lot of stuff into without it getting, without it flapping open. I wanted it to be able to close properly. And you can see there's still a lot of space for a lot of photos. I made the cover out of 2mm cardstock. Sorry, that's not 2mm chipboard. That I cut out to 8 by 9, and then the spine is 8 by 4, and I kind of covered the spine and the of the book with duct tape to make it more sturdy before decorating it, and I painted the chipboard black. On the front cover I just used one of the papers from the 8x8 paper pad, and I used glossy accent. As you can see, Humpty Dumpty is a bit shiny, so I used glossy accent on Humpty to make him pop out of the paper. And I didn't want to put too much on the front cover, because I wanted to be able to slide it in onto the shelf without getting wrecked. So I just fussy cut some papers from the 12x12 paper and used hot glue gun to pop it out of the page. And this is just metal corners. And on the back I just used this like check. I really like this paper, and also just used the same metal corners. And the spine, I covered it with Forks leather that you can buy in the DIY stores. It's got adhesive on the back. It's really easy to use. It's a bit expensive, but I think it finishes the book quite nicely. And for closure I just used some black satin ribbon. As you can see, it's rather large, so I have to stand up to be able to fit it in the frame. I didn't want to put any pockets or anything on the inside of the cover, because I wanted the kids, I wanted them to be able to read the nursery rhymes. They know some of them. Some of them are translated into Danish, but some of them they had never heard them before. I have already read them to him, and they're already quite fond of the album. So on the front of the first page, before I start showing you the pages, I'll tell you something about how I made this. The pages are made out of black cardstock, and I made it into pockets. And I just used like a hidden hinge. I know Katie Order at YouTube. If you search Katie Order, the hidden hinge binding, you will find her tutorial to make the binding like this. And I just changed it a bit to fit my album. On the first page, I just made this with Mother Goose. I did a lot of fussy cutting in this album. I hadn't done that in a while, and it was quite fun. So I fussy cut Mother Goose, and I used I'll see if I can find it. I used this from Ranger. Okay, focus, come on, focus. It's called Glue and Seal, and you can use it to cover the papers so it becomes more, well, so it doesn't get wrecked that easily. And you can, she flaps open, and you can put a photo here. And down here, I just cut out the rime from the paper and stuck a tag from the 12 by 12 sheet in here. And in all the pockets, I have put a rather large, plain photo mat. I didn't do any decorating to them, and they're all the same, so I'm not going to take them all out, because it will take too long. And if I turn the page, this is my Twinkle Twinkle Little Star page. I just cut out Little Boy Blue and put him on this waterfall thing. So that piece is pretty plain. There's not any hidden things or hidden tags in this one. But over here, I did cut out Mary, and I used that glue and seal on her to make her more, so she won't get all crinkled up. And this opens up, and you can put a photo here. I fussy cut some of the flowers out of the paper, and I just made a little tuck spot here and took some of the tags from the 12 by 12. Place for journaling. And here's just, I backed this with the black cardstock to make it into a photo mat. And again, one of those large photo mats. And if you turn the page, you will see my Humpty Dumpty page, the kids' favorite. So I made this belly band and stuck one of the, put in one of these tags from the papers into this postcard that you can put a photo on. Oops, sorry, I was out of frame. You can put a postcard on the back. And this opens up. And there's a place for some tags. I made this into a little booklet. And this one is just a plain tag that you can put a photo on. And here's a pocket. I just fussy cut out Humpty. Another photo mat. And another tag from the 12 by 12. And over here is another place that I fussy cut. This time I backed it on black cardstock. And there's a place for a photo here if you wanted to, and you can put one here as well if you wanted to. Another tag, another photo mat, and this one opens too. And this time I've put the large photo mat in the top, so it opens in the top this time. Oh, sorry. Here's my Mary page. This one opens up as well. There's a place for a photo, and you can tuck something underneath there if you wanted to tuck a photo down here. You can do that, and here as well. See, you can tuck a photo under here if you wanted to glue a photo here. And here I made another one of these little booklets. And another tag, and I just fussy cut out Mary and her lamb and used a tiny one. This is a border from the 12 by 12 paper stack, and I just backed it on black cardstock. And over here is, I used one of the borders and Mary to make this top spot, and I made another one of these. This time I decorated it with some of the stamps from the 12 by 12 paper pad. And here's a smaller photo mat. And another large photo mat. Oh, sorry, I forgot to close this one. Here is I used that Mother Goose border from the paper pad to make this pocket with these I think they are absolutely adorable. And I used some of the scrap papers to make this. And this flaps open. And there's a pocket with 2 other tags. So you can see there's a lot of tags and places for photos. You can put a photo here, and this one you can just turn that around and have a hidden photo down here. Here's a different kind of page. I remember seeing someone doing this, but I can't remember who did it, so I can't give her the credits. But I just made this, cut the page to make a pocket here, and I just topped some large photo mats. Plain large photo mats. And here's another pocket with a small tag with place for journaling, and a larger photo mat. And the same on the other side, a large photo mat, and 2 smaller tags, one for a photo and one for journaling. And here is, I just fussy cut that plate and spoon and glued it on with that glue and seal. And this one, you can open this one, you could put a photo here, and this one opens up, and there's a place for a photo and some more tags, place for some journaling. And here I just took 2 of the stamps from the 12 by 12 and turned. This is not easy with one hand. Come on, open. Made it into this little booklet. Yeah. And this page I just made like a top spot or a pocket down the side. I cut her out of the papers, and I just topped 2. You could put more photos in here. It's a rather large pocket. You could put more photos in there. So I just have this one from the 8x8 paper pad, and this one you can put a photo on the back. And here's another one of those waterfalls. I cut her out of the paper and glued her on, and this is just, yeah, really basic, nothing fancy on this page. And here on this page, this is a pocket, as you can see, with a small tag, and it opens up, place for a photo. I fussy cut out the sheep and the moon. Glued it on, and you can't pop anything underneath. I just glued it down. And here's another pocket with 2 tags from the 8x8. And this one folds, can open it. This is not easy with one hand. So there's a place for a photo here, and if you turn, you can put 2 more photos here. And over here is another pocket. This one's just a plain tag, and this is a photo mat, and I made this top spot or pocket with a little booklet inside for some small photos. And the last page, I didn't do much to this one. I just wanted some pages where I can glue a lot of photos. But I did cut out the baby in the cradle and glued that baby on the top. And this folds open, so you can put a lot of photos here, as you can see. And just a plain page. And this is just, I left that plain as well. So that is my not so mini album. I hope you like it, and if you have any questions, please comment below and I will try to answer. Bye!